1, 2, 3. Shake a tambourine, girl. Shake a tambourine, girl. Hi my beauties! My name's Carmelita James and welcome to my channel AsianaBeautea, where I like to spill the tea on anything related to beauty. In today's video, I'm actually going to be trying out a full face of first impressions, all of one brand, a drugstore brand, CoverGirl Cosmetics. I have a bunch of products that have recently come out that I haven't tried yet. I've been waiting to try them on camera with you, so I'm super excited to be trying them. So if you are new to my channel and you like videos like this and anything related to beauty, makeup, any type of video like that, I would ask you to consider checking out some of my other videos I have on my channel. I have some linked down in my description below. And if you like those videos, I would definitely love it if you become one of my beauties and subscribe to my channel. All you have to do is hit that red button down below that says subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell that's right next to it so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. And to all my beauties, all my returning subscribers, you already know how much I love you and how much you truly mean to me. So thank you so much for clicking on this video and coming back. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this CoverGirl look today, a full face of one brand in first impressions, and see all the different products that I have to try from CoverGirl today, then stay tuned and I hope you enjoy the video. So first things first, I'm going to use primer. I have the CoverGirl Trublend Bare Business Primers. These I've actually used before and I actually mixed the two together. One is a skin smoothing primer and the other is pore minimizing. I use a little bit more of the skin smoothing and I mixed it with the purple one underneath, which is the pore minimizing. I have used them individually and I do like them individually, but I like them even better together. Why not, right? Gonna press those into the skin. So I actually have a BB cream and a foundation. So I'm gonna try the BB cream first and then put the foundation over it. First I'm gonna try the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB cream. This one's for oily skin. I guess I have more combination skin, but this is the only one that they had, so I'm gonna try it. I got this in shade 540, it's in shade medium. Just gonna go ahead and put some on my beauty blender. Definitely giving me some coverage. I'll put more on my beauty blender. Sorry, I obviously have earbuds in right now. Loving myself, and I don't need nobody else. This BB cream definitely gives some coverage, definitely not full coverage, but for a BB cream it looks pretty nice. I have no real complaints for it. Right now, because my skin is breaking out a little bit, I definitely want more coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the CoverGirl Outlast Active Foundation. This is the 24-hour foundation with SPF 20, and this is in shade 845, Warm Beige. I actually got this shade before I came to Florida and before I got a little bit of a tan, so hopefully it's not too light for me. I have also used this before. Definitely does last good. I actually did a wear test on my Instagram. Andra and I did a wear test together. We wore them during work in the middle of July where it was definitely hot and sweaty, and it definitely did last all day, and I was very happy with how it still looked at the end of the day. But I do actually like the way it looks over the BB cream. Definitely gives me more of a coverage that I like, so that is good. I do like the finish of it. You know, it's not too matte, it's not too dewy, and it definitely gives you a coverage without looking too cakey. Now the exciting part. I have been dying to try this concealer and I have not tried it yet. I have been waiting to film this video to try it. This is the new CoverGirl Trublend Undercover Concealer. I have this in shade M100 Golden Natural, so I'm very excited to try this. Ooh. Wow. I can already tell this is definitely going to be a good coverage. I feel like I barely put any on and already I can just tell. So I'm pretty excited. I've heard a lot of good reviews on this, so hopefully I like it like everyone else does. And it's actually good because I've been in Florida for almost 2 months now and running low on concealers and foundations, so hopefully I like how everything turns out today. I definitely like the color of this concealer. I tend to get concealers and they end up looking kind of light on me. I have a very not normal skin tone. I have yellowish and olive undertones, being Asian, being Philippine and all. But I like the tone of this. Normally I get them and they're pretty light, but they're like very ivory light. So I like this one because it has the golden undertone of it. This concealer is really nice. So it's covering them pretty nicely. Again, I really like the shade of it. It's not drying under my eyes. So I definitely, and like everyone else that I've heard of, give it a thumbs up for sure. We'll have to see if it creases or anything like that. But already on first impression, I like it. I like it like that. Okay, doorbell rang, which meant one of my new besties. I think she's 72 years old. 70-something years old. My mother-in-law's best friend. So I had to go downstairs and have a nice little drink with my two new besties, my mother-in-law and her best friend. Now that I'm in Florida, I hang out with 70-year-olds. So I'm actually just gonna touch this up. It did definitely crease a little bit because I didn't get the chance to set it before I went downstairs. I definitely do love the shade of this though. The shade ranges are a lot better than they used to be, but I feel like they gear more towards the darker skin tones, but a lot of times I feel like they forget about the Asian skin tones. You know, the more olive, tan, yellow skin tones, so I still find a hard time finding shades for myself, which is unfortunate. It's definitely gotten a lot easier over the years, but you know, one step at a time, I guess, right? So I have the CoverGirl Clean Professional Loose Powder for normal skin. So this is on shade 105 Translucent Fair. I'm hoping I can use it under my eyes. I've obviously never used this before. It's still in the package. First I need to put some music on, I'm sorry. I have no idea. I brought my drink upstairs, but not my phone apparently. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I just wanna, ow! Smoother than a fresh drop Skippy. Okay, so now we're gonna try and set this. If I stop singing and dancing, take these little tops. Ooh. Okay, I'm just gonna close this. Gotta set your hallelujah. Ooh, that just definitely put a lot in there. I did a little too much shaking. Saturday night, we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Ow! It definitely has like a, almost like a baby powderish smell. It kind of is like a cross between baby powder and like, it almost reminds me of like my grandmother's old powder. She used to love that green emerald, some old lady powder and perfume. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Cross between that and baby powder, but it definitely has a scent to it. It's not bad, but it's not, it's a very clean smell, but it's not a very, like I would never, it definitely has a smell. Set it just a little bit, but I don't want to really get the color because it's definitely too light for me. But we'll fix that up with some bronzy. I wish I could like get that back in. Fill my cup, put some liquor in it. It's very odd hanging out with 70-year-olds. 2 to 3 o'clock, we'll have a glass of wine. Have dinner by like 4 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock. Definitely a new schedule to get used to, that's for sure. Life is a highway. Okay, now I do, good catch. So this is the CoverGirl Trublend Serving Sculpt Palette in shade Bloom Babe. And it has a blush, bronzer, and highlight. The only thing I don't have for this full face is contour, so I'm gonna see if I can contour with this shade. Don't really know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. Put some of that on my contour brush. I'll do it a little heavier and darker with the contour, and then I'll do it lighter. I just won't use as much product and try and use it as a bronzer as well. We'll see if that works. This is definitely working as a contour. Obviously, you can definitely see it. So once I blend it out, it'll probably look like actually pretty natural. I'm actually kind of shocked at how dark it actually looks. I don't know if it's because my foundation and my powder are a little bit light for my skin at the moment, but I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm going to go in with a little bit smaller of a brush so I can do a nose contour. Now I only used it very sparingly because I didn't want it to be too dark and too stark like that. But I actually really like this as a nose contour a lot, so Now let's see if we can use it a little bit lighter as a bronzer as well, because that'd be really nice to be able to do it with one product instead of having to use a separate contour powder and then also a bronzer as well. Kind of pat it on, definitely take it off. I'm listening to Temperature right now by Sean Paul. This reminds me of working in the nightclub so bad back in the day. I feel like this song played every single night I worked. Okay, so definitely use that a little bit lighter, blend it in a little bit. I definitely like that. So I'm actually very pleasantly surprised. This is a great, well, I haven't used the blush and highlight yet, so I guess I should try that first. But if I can use this one little palette for contour, bronzer, blush, and highlight, that's a pretty good deal. Now, I can already tell this blush is definitely not a matte blush, so if you only want to use matte blushes, this definitely isn't the one for you. But let's see how sparkly it actually comes out. Ooh, there's definitely good color payout to it, that's for sure. And then I actually will take my bronzer blush again and just kind of pat over it just to blend it in a little bit. Oh, this is another song that reminds me of the nightclubs. Eyeliner girl. Definitely not the way I danced when I bartended there. Oh my god, I remember the slutty little outfits we used to wear bartending. Who knows, if I end up moving to Florida and I start bartending at some hot little place, maybe I'll end up looking like that again. Who knows? Gotta get my body back into shape though. Okay. So, definitely loving all of this so far. I'm very pleasantly surprised. Alright, so now we're gonna go in with the highlight, which is more of a pinky toned highlight. Let's see. Okay, it's definitely not like a ba-bam highlight, vavoom, bam, whatever you want to call it. Definitely very pretty though, I like it. You can definitely use it sparingly as more of like a naturalish highlight, which sometimes I like. This is definitely a very pretty natural highlight that I would wear on an everyday basis while I'm down here, or even at home when I'm working, things like that. Just a more natural highlight, so I do like that. I wish I could remember. I feel like this palette was $9.99, maybe even less than that, maybe even like $7.99, $8.99. And honestly, I feel like makeup is way more expensive down here than it is up north in Massachusetts. I don't know if it's more expensive just because I'm in Boca Raton. It's a very upscale, richy city, town, whatever. I don't even know what it actually technically is down here. But I feel like a lot of things are very expensive down here. So back at home, I'm not sure how much this would cost. But even $10, it's what?
Will you eat shrimp with fagottini?
What?
You want shrimp with fagottini?
I don't even remember what I was saying now. All I can think about is fagottini. I'm very excited to try it. Okay, so I'm just gonna double this just to see if I can get it a little more poppin'. Okay, so you can definitely layer this on to get it more poppin'. Like I typically do in my videos. I'm going a little overboard, but I just wanted to see how poppin' we can get it. If it's just a little too poppin', I will just go with my bronzer brush and just kind of, I'm not putting any more product on my brush, I'm just patting over it with whatever is remaining on my brush just to blend it in just a little bit. So I am definitely a huge fan of this palette. The fact that I was able to use it as a contour and a bronzer, I'm again just shocked. I think it's an absolute amazing deal. As long as you use it more sparingly as a bronzer and then you can use it heavier as a contour, then this is really 4 products in one. So for under $10, 4 products, you really can't beat that. So absolutely love this. Fingers crossed it keeps going that way. Now I'm going to be trying some really, really new products. Again, like the concealer and I guess the concealer and the I guess everything other than this and the primer have been really brand new to me. Well, other than this. Well, anyway. The first thing we are going to try is the new CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow. Now, we all know I hate brows. I'm horrible at brows. This is actually a volumizing brow gel, which I don't really think I need a lot of volume, but I just had to try it. It is 24-hour wear, and I got this in the shade 115 Deep. I'm actually pretty scared for this one. It's a very, very little spoolie, so hopefully I don't mess up too much because I suck at brows. Dancing the coop, busting up the roof. Ooh. Okay, well it definitely darkens up the brows, makes them more prominent. And I actually like how it's making my brows hair stand up immediately just on the first coat. It's actually very easy to use, as of course I just got a mark on my brows, but I don't know that I really notice it volumizing the rest of my brow. This front part where I'm combing my hair straight up, it definitely is. It's actually pretty easy, so easy breezy, beautiful. CoverGirl. My brows are pretty uneven, so when I do my brows, I feel like I still need to pencil them in to kind of change the shape of them because my brows are just so naturally uneven. So it's kind of hard to do with this product alone. I have used the CoverGirl eyebrow pencil before, the super thin one, and I do like that one. Unfortunately, mine broke, so I can't use it anymore. If I did the pencil first and then this, I would definitely like it. Yeah, so I guess I'll just leave it at that. Okay, so now it's time to get to eyes. I actually have two different palettes. I have kind of tried them a little bit before. I've only done 1 or 2 looks with them, but I have 2 of the new CoverGirl palettes. So this is a CoverGirl Overthrown, and this is CoverGirl Rain. Now, the one thing that I am a little not the happiest about is most of these shades are all shimmer shades. I mean, there's 0 matte shades in the Rain palette, and really there's like, I guess it is kind of matte. There's really only like 2 shades in here that are matte, so we're gonna be very glittery and shimmery today. So since this is the main matte shade, I'm gonna go in with this shade from the Overthrown palette, and it is called Fallen. I'm gonna start with that all over the lid. Ooh, very powdery. Okay, so I just dipped into the Fallen, and because these are so skinny, I mean, this is a thicker one, and I still managed to end up dipping my brush into the black. Yeah, so now it's a little black under my eye. Can you tell how darker this side is than this side? Oops. Cheers. I have no idea what I want to do. There's so many different shades, so I'm going to try and figure that out. Made a mistake. I'm mainly going to be using the Overthrown palette, but I think I'm going to use the blue in the Rain. They're just a little bit different. This one is from the Overthrown palette, and this one is from the Rain palette. So that one's definitely more blue. So I think I'm probably going to use that one. So now I'm going to go in with the second matte-ish color, Taken, in the Overthrown palette. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in my crease. Wow. Definitely tons of kickback. I'm going to go in with a smaller brush, and I'm going to go ahead and try with this. It's called Swiped. This is the one in the Overthrown palette, the darker one. I'm going to go ahead and try taking this brighter blue called Highlight from the Rain palette. And I'm going to go ahead and try putting that all over the lid. You can instantly tell how much brighter of a blue this one is. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with a little bit darker shade on the edge. So I'm going to go back in with the Overthrown palette, and I'm going to take this shade Vanquish, this dark gray color, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on the outer corner. Just going to go in with a smaller brush. Going to go back in with that first all over shade, which was Fallen. It's more of a pinky color, and I just want to go ahead and blendy all together. Let's go back in with that dark gray Fallen and bring it up just a little bit and blend it into that pink. I actually think I want to go a little bit even deeper, and there's this black shade Conviction. There is also this really dark black sparkly. You know what? I kind of want to try that. Let's try a little sparkly on the outer corner. Why not? So this is Spellbound. This is from the Rain palette. Just gonna go ahead and put that over the dark gray that I had on the corners. It's a little bit darker. It's not really doing that much, but you can definitely see it though, for sure. And I'm just gonna touch up that bright blue from the Rain palette one more time. And I'm just patting it on, and you really get more of that metallicness to it. Which actually just reminds me, I don't have this CoverGirl setting spray. It's the only other thing I don't have. Actually, the only thing that I don't have. I got one for Andra though, so if you want to check that out, I know we posted it on my Instagram. She tried it, so go check it out on my Instagram. All my socials are at Carmelita James, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Carmelita James. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go in with the Spellbound, and I'm gonna go right under my lower lash line. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of the Not As Vibrant Blue swiped from the Overthrown palette. And I'm going to carefully put that under my lower lash line to kind of blend in that black a little bit. Okay, so now I just want to go and put something in the inner corner, and I think I'm going to go ahead with this color again from the Overthrown palette. This is called Legacy, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on my inner corner. Maybe not, I feel like you can't see anything. Let's try that again. Oh, there we go. Still not quite as vibrant as I would like it. Oh, there we go. You just got to put a lot of that on. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, I have two eyeliners to try. This is the CoverGirl Intensify Me Liquid Eyeliner. This is in shade 300 Intense Black. I'm going to put this on my upper lash line, and then on my lower inner waterline, I'm going to use this CoverGirl Perfect Point Plus. This is an eye pencil, and this is in shade 221 Old Cobalt. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this liquid black eyeliner on the top lash line. Again, these are both new, never tried them before. It's a twist top, maybe? Nope, just pull it off. Apparently I'm just an idiot. Oh wow, this is like very fine. It's very hard to even get a line. I just feel like it's so super fine. I like them a little bit thicker, but I also feel like it's kind of hard to mess up with this, I guess. So it might be good for beginners. It says it's called Intensify Me, but it maybe just because I have dark blacks and dark blue on my eyes, but I don't even really notice it that much. I definitely feel like there's better liquid eyeliners than this one, just my opinion. It just definitely doesn't seem very intensified, that's for sure. I guess maybe it just doesn't like going over the eyeshadows, because on bare skin it works, but on eyeshadows it just doesn't seem to work very well. On a more natural look, this might look better. If you have no eyeshadow on, you're just using a bronzer or contour in your crease, then maybe this would show up really good and not look as intense. But I guess then why is it called Intensify Me? But over eyeshadows, yeah, it isn't coming out as much. There's just definitely better liquid eyeliners. I think this so far is the worst products I've used. Now let's try using this on the inner waterline, which is always a huge test for me. There's so many eye pencils that look like they're gonna be great, but they just don't show up on your waterline, so I'm really curious to see if this does. You don't need to sharpen it, so that's always great because I can never find my sharpeners. So let's try this on the inner waterline. It is showing up in the waterline, so that's already making it on the top tier of eye pencils because I have so many that just won't even make a mark on the waterline. It's not as vibrant as I would like, but yeah, it's definitely not bad. I can't really complain about this one. It does also have the smudger on the end, so if you're putting it on the top and you want to do a smoky eyeliner look, I do like when they have these smudgers on the end. I think they're really useful. I'm a mess, I'm a loser, I'm a hater, I'm a user. Okay, I'm out of wine, so time to get this done now. And now it is time for the whole reason that I even wanted to do a whole CoverGirl video. between the concealer and this mascara. This is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Mascara. It says that 90% of the people that tried this liked the results. I got this in shade 800 Very Black. It actually reminds me of the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, just the tube itself. It's obviously a different color. It says 4 out of 5 saw longer, thicker lashes. So that's exactly what I love. So I'm really hoping this mascara will do that. It is a good little wand. Ooh, there you go, I have a little mustache. The other thing is I do normally wear a lash primer, but I'm not gonna do that just so I can see how well this one works on its own. I'm definitely already getting the length. I don't know how much volume I'm getting though. Although I definitely got some on my nose. Ooh, I don't like the smell of it. It kind of smells like almost like a magic marker or like a Sharpie. That's kind of weird. I definitely don't really like the smell of it. That's weird. I don't think I've ever noticed my mascara smelling before, so that's actually kind of odd. Okay, so far it's definitely not bad. I'm gonna have to go ahead and try putting a second layer on. I'm really not liking the smell of this. I can actually, I'm not even putting it to my nose and I can smell it. It's not bad enough that I would never use it, but I definitely recognize it and I don't like it. Okay, now I'm going on for coat number 3. I definitely feel like the good thing about CoverGirl mascaras is you can literally layer it on 1,000 times and it doesn't clump. Okay, so that's pretty much on the eyes. Definitely do like the look of it. You can layer it on 1,000,000 times and really, I didn't have to deal with clumps or separating them or anything like that. So my only complaint with this mascara by far is definitely the smell. So if you're very sensitive to smells, I do not recommend this mascara because I'm not sensitive to smells, but this mascara, I do not like the smell at all. Okay, last up, let's get to lips. This is the 24-Hour Matte Lipstick by CoverGirl. I got this in the shade 670 High Roller. I don't have a lip liner. I thought I did have a CoverGirl lip liner, but I didn't, so we're gonna have to skip that part. Ooh, definitely has some color payout very easily, barely put that on. Oh my god, again, the smell, it smells like a Crayola crayon or like, what's that other brand, like Color Art? Or whatever that other brand is of crayon. Ooh, again, I'm not sensitive to smells, but I don't like the smell of this. I'm actually really kind of disappointed in all the smells in this stuff today. Ooh, I don't know if it just dried, but all of a sudden it feels a little bit sticky. Okay, so right now it feels a little tacky. I'm gonna let this dry for a few seconds and then see, but it definitely does feel like something that's gonna stay on for a while. So that's obviously a good thing. Let's try this a little bit. Let's try it, see if it comes off. It actually doesn't, it barely, I mean, it is there. So I'm actually really impressed by that. So that right there just gives it a thumbs up. Super easy to put on. It did have some bleeding because I didn't have any lip liner, so I don't know if you had a lip liner if it worked better, but it definitely does bleed. But again, real no complaints. Okay, so that was it for the full face of first impressions, all one brand, CoverGirl Cosmetics. Most of the products I'm actually kind of surprised. I've never been a huge CoverGirl fan, but I'm actually really surprised at how many of the products I loved. I am, however, also surprised on the smell of products. Again, I am not sensitive to smell. I've never really had problems with it. Even the very fragrant cosmetics, I don't really have a problem with, but those actually smell good. Yeah, the mascara, the lipstick, the powder, just kind of weird how much they smell, and they're really not the best smells. So maybe that's why they're 24-hour and they're supposed to be better. I don't know, I guess we'll see. I'm gonna wear this makeup for the rest of the day. It is already pretty late in the afternoon, but I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the day and see how it wears. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I'm really curious to know what you think, and let me know. Comment down below what products you want to try, what you just really have no desire to try. I'm really curious, or let me know which ones you already have tried, or ones you love, or ones you hate. anything about CoverGirl, I'm definitely curious. So definitely leave a comment below. I would really love to hear from you. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Like this video, share, comment below, all of the above, subscribe, hit that notification bell, you know the spiel. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have an easy, breezy, beautiful day. What am I talking about? What am I saying? And this is this, and blah, blah, blah. How did I get this tape on me? Let's get rid of that. It's complicated. And they're already dying, which is so annoying. For, what did it say? Oh, itchy. I feel like I'm in the middle a little bit better now. Not really. Don't believe me, just one apple. Where have you been? I don't know words. I don't even know who this is by. Taki Taki Rumba. Oh, there goes my mascara. A jump up up? What am I saying? Well, that's not a good spot for that, huh? Okay, let's try that again. This is tragic. Well, it helps if it was not upside down. On the what? Eyeliner. Oh, my foot's asleep. I'm probably gonna fall. Oh my god, my foot. Oh my god. I guess they thought. That's why I know my life is out of luck. Oh, this music out of my ears. I can't even like think straight because I just want to dance. When the time's up.